What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. No, I'm just lying. It's not DreamcastGuy. I'm fucking lying. But you know what? Speaking of liars, DreamcastGuy, arguably the biggest, most shameless, habitual liar on this entire YouTube platform. You're next. Guess we ought to get right into this. Let's not waste any time. Let's start off with the biggie. Okay, number one. Of the 50 reasons why DreamcastGuy is a liar. All right, let's go. Number one. He lied about Piranha Plant. So, if any, I would hope you all remember this one. This is a biggie. So, one of DreamcastGuy's most shameless lies that he could not cover up or scapegoat for. So dreamy here, Pinocchio here decided one day, I want to cash, so when that Piranha Plant DLC for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate dropped, that character, apparently, 1% of players out there or something were actually having issues where their save data would disappear from their game after downloading this Piranha Plant, which, hey, that's a big deal. If you put a lot of time and hours into that game and that just vanishes, yeah, that fucking hurts. But Dreamy here just had to get in on this. See, he was desperate for a news story. It must have been a slow news day here. DreamcastGuy, the newsman. So he decided that he's going to pretend that his save data on his Smash Brothers game got deleted from this Piranha Plant character being downloaded, except this dipshit didn't download the Piranha Plant character and was too stupid to realize that if you downloaded Piranha Plant and this character deleted your save data on your Smash Brothers game, you'd still have Piranha Plant in the game as a character on your roster, and he didn't. So clearly 100% bold-faced lie, as you see DreamcastGuy droning on and crying for almost 10 minutes in this video, probably almost 10 minutes, about how sad he is and how upset that his data is gone and how Nintendo screwed him and people like him and how could Nintendo do this to us and my precious Smash Brothers data, just lying through his teeth, lying out of his ass for minutes on end in this fucking video. Bold-faced lies 100%. Just complete crying over something that didn't happen. And of course that video is gone now because it's too shameful. And I think eventually people have forgotten about it. But hopefully after today they'll remember again. Number two, he lied about playing Final Fantasy VII Remake early. He claimed he got some kind of early demo for this game that doesn't exist. No, he fucking pirated that shit. No, he pirated that fucking game. He jailbroke his PS4. No, he absolutely did not get an early copy. He does not have the hookup. Okay, DreamcastGuy, no. I love DreamcastGuy always lies about getting the early scoop or getting an early copy through, all these ridiculous fucking phony means. It never ceases to amaze me. He's so desperate for people to think that he's some kind of journalist with any kind of credibility. No, you're just some fucking bum who sleeps on the floor. Number three, he lied about the Sega Genesis flashback. Yeah, this is one of my personal favorites. Oh my fuck. So, those Sega Genesis flashback systems by AtGames, those piece of garbage Sega Genesis emulator systems that they have on the Office Max shelves that they try to swindle these soccer moms into buying these systems for their kids. Yeah, those pieces of shit that have the screeching sounds, the terrible graphics, terrible visuals. They control like complete piss. They're just unplayable garbage. Yeah, so DreamcastGuy. The guy who's supposed to be in love with Sega and everything Sega, right? The big Sega fan, the big Sega guy here. These systems, these flashback systems should offend him more than anybody, considering he's supposedly this big Sega fan. But no. He loves this system. He thinks it's great. Oh, the visuals are perfect. Oh yeah, he cited the sound quality and graphics working perfectly in every single game. He wrote that in his own writing in this review for the rank. He gave it an 8 out of 10. This piece of donkey piss that literally the sound sounds like a screeching banshee. And yeah, of course, in this review too, I've never seen anything more pathetic in your life in this review of this terrible system that he's pushing onto his fans, because that's how much of a fuck he gives about you. He's gonna have you waste money on this fraudulent bullshit because he talks it up and says that it's good. This fraudulent fucking garbage on his fans. Okay, that's how much these YouTubers appreciate and respect you, okay? 0%. But anywho, yeah, so he muted the sound in this review because he can't even have that shit playing in the background because it would incriminate him for being full of shit. He couldn't even play the music from the device because you'd have to play make-believe fake music that wasn't actually coming from the device because it's a piece of fucking garbage. But he sold you down the river. He sold you on that bullshit for a payout on YouTube. And yeah, has no qualms about lying to his audience. Yeah, he really appreciates and respects his audience like he says he does. Yeah, give me a fucking break. Yeah, no, he has no respect for any of you. He just freaking lies out of his ass. He uses you all. Number 4, he lied about overhearing Fallout 76 developers at a bar. So yeah, old Dreamy here thinks he's the journalist that he pretends to be. He wants to get the big scoop on all the latest news, except he's just some fucking bum who lives in a freaking attic from what I can tell. Yeah, he claimed in some big news story of his that he went to a bar. Okay, first off, yeah, DreamcastGuy, aren't you like eternally broke all the time? Don't you claim to never have one penny to your name ever at any point in human existence? Have you ever had a penny to your name? But yeah, okay, you're going to bars. You're also, DreamcastGuy also goes out to bars because he's a social guy. This guy who lives in like freaking Arizona or Texas or something, and he's pale as a ghost. Yeah, this guy really leaves the house, going to the bar, and then he goes to a bar, some random bar out in the world. He happens to go to a bar at the same time, or happens to notice across the table people wearing Fallout 76 t-shirts and talking about Fallout 76. He goes to a bar and overhears Fallout 76 developers talking all this stuff about the new Fallout 76 game and developing it. Can you think of a more preposterous fucking lie? Okay, first off, the Fallout 76 developers would have to be at a bar. They'd have to be at the bar the same exact time you are. They'd have to live in the same location you be at this bar at the same fucking time as you. This is already preposterous as all fuck. But then you would have to specifically overhear them talking about Fallout 76 while they're at the bar. You would have to be within the vicinity of them. You would have to notice them. Yeah, there's no fucking way that he was ever at any bar at the same time as Fallout 76 developers. Seriously, this is a 1 in like 10 trillion chance that this could have ever fucking happened. Yeah, fucking right. Okay, overhearing Fallout 76 developers at a bar and then you get to conveniently make a video about it. Yeah, I'm fucking sure. Oh my god. This is the most preposterous lie ever told on YouTube. I don't know how he's never been called out for this, or barely at all. It's the most ridiculous shit you could ever fucking heard. Oh god, don't get me started. Number 5. Cyberpunk. Lying about Cyberpunk. So, yeah, he got I think he got his early review copy of Cyberpunk. I'm pretty sure it was an early review copy, or so he says. He made a video reviewing Cyberpunk despite having never played the fucking game. I think he claimed that he beat everything in the game within 10 hours, which, yeah, I think he said that, which you don't beat that game in 10 hours. Also, he uploaded this video before anybody else, somehow had gotten to play this game for 12 hours and then put in all the work into making a review. He gave this game a 9 out of 10. This early copy or whatever the fuck that, yeah, literally did not have one single patch or update or anything. The game in its this unfinished game, in its most unfinished state, he gave it a 9 out of 10. This game that's universally hated, considered a dumpster fire. It's a dumpster fire, and considered a fucking train wreck, unfinished piece of shit. This game that lives in infamy for being a broken promise. Gave it a 9 out of 10, but then, yeah, the Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red, removed the video because they forewarned everybody from the start that they don't want people covering this game until it comes out. They don't want this game to be spoiled or anything like that. So they deleted the video, then DreamcastGuy loses his fucking mind and starts shitting on this game, and like literally one video later refers to this game as a dumpster fire after giving it a glowing 9 out of 10 review. Now it's a dumpster fire, now it's a piece of shit. There's so much bullshit that went on with this Cyberpunk. You can look into it to yourself. But there's so much bullshit and lies when it comes to him covering the Cyberpunk game. It's fucking ridiculous. Number 6. Oh, yeah, I did a whole video about this in the past. I should leave a link for it in the description. It's probably not a super watched video, but it's one of my older videos. Lied about getting an early copy of No Man's Sky. Yeah, so... Yeah, he got... So this is his whole big claim to fame on YouTube, too. This is the video that made DreamcastGuy big. Was his review of No Man's Sky, where he gave this game a glowing review, which is fucking hilarious. It's just so fitting. It's so befitting of DreamcastGuy to be known for his early glowing review of No Man's Sky. And again, another unfinished piece of shit game. This game that is cited as being the biggest lie in all of gaming. Of course, this will be DreamcastGuy's claim to fucking fame on YouTube, okay, is this goddamn No Man's Sky game where he gave it a glowing fucking review. I think he gave it an 8 out of 10, I think. That one, and yeah, cited how, yeah, you just, how much you loved the game, how great it was. You thought, of course, he loves No Man's Sky. Like a year later, he ends up talking about No Man's Sky again. 2 other videos where he said, the one after that, he says it's okay. Like a year later, I think he said the game was okay. Then another year after that, he claims, I don't really like No Man's Sky, he says, after, yeah, of course, he gave the glowing review at the beginning. It's funny, too, if you look at this video, his very first breakout video that put DreamcastGuy on the map got a shit ton of views because he pushed out a fake review of No Man's Sky earlier than anybody else. He somehow got a hold of this early-ass copy, like, weeks and weeks in advance. And, yeah, the entire comment section is completely comprised of people making fun of this guy and just ripping him, tearing him a new one, saying, like, this guy's annoying as fuck, fake voice. Why do you talk like this? Nobody liked this guy, but now somehow here we are in 2021, and his comment section is all a bunch of Simpson worshippers fucking kissing the ground that this guy walks on when literally he was hated at his upstart. But yeah, no, complete fucking lies in regards to No Man's Sky. I made a whole video about that. I should leave a link. Number 7, he lies about never using sponsors or sponsorships. Yeah, he made this whole crying video once talking about how I never do any sponsorships. I feel that it's wrong. I gotta tell you guys the truth. I never lie about anything. I'm so honest about my content to you guys. I never want to be paid to promote something. Yeah. Then why the fuck do you get early copies for fucking everything? Game companies don't give early copies to people unless it's guaranteed positive press or they label you as a potential liability and then they don't send you free shit anymore. Okay, and also... yeah, there's also like contracts and agreements when you get early copies of games that you literally are basically contractually obligated to give it a good review, and you're not allowed to give it any bad press or as little criticisms as physically possible. Why the fuck did you give the Sega Genesis Flashback an 8 out of 10? You and Hancock both. If you weren't paid to do that shit, if it wasn't a sponsor, get the fuck out of here. Anybody who plays that flashback system for 7 minutes could tell you it's a piece of shit. So either you're a liar or you're a complete fucking dumbass who has no right to be reviewing video games, okay? Those are the only 2 conclusions that can be made from that Sega Genesis Flashback review. Either you're a paid shill, you're a paid liar, or you're incompetent as all balls, and your opinion should not be taken seriously because you have goddamn dementia. You know, he cries about never using sponsors and how he's never going to be anything in life. He's always going to be a nobody. He's never going to have any money in life. He sleeps on the floor because I'm just a small guy on YouTube barely scraping to make it by with 200,000 subs. I'm sleeping on the floor. I live in a house with 5 other guys who we never hear or see or any of his videos, any of his live streams. You never hear a peep from anybody else coming from that house or whatever that he lives in, wherever the fuck he lives in, his little teepee or whatever the hell. And he sleeps on the floor. Like, dude, okay, we see the video games in the background of your videos. You easily have, like, tens of thousands of money, dollars worth of fucking video games in the background. You can't sell 3 fucking games to buy. Even Radical Reggie sleeps on a mattress on the ground. Even that bum who, literally prioritizes having fucking food in his fridge and a car to drive and turning on the AC in his apartment so that turning off the AC at all times so he can save more money, scrape by for more of the games. Even that video game hoarding addicted psychopath can afford a fucking mattress. I think you can handle a Dreamcast guy, okay? You can find mattresses on the side of the fucking road. Homeless people have goddamn mattresses, okay? You can get a mattress, and not having sponsorships on YouTube has nothing to do with whether or not you sleep on the fucking floor. Dude, crack addicts have fucking mattresses. Yeah, he wants us to feel sorry for him, though. Yeah, crying about, yeah, I sleep on the floor, he exclaims. And I will always sleep on the floor because I'm always going to be a nobody. What the actual fuck are you talking about, Dreamcast Guy? You need help in your life. You are a fucking nut job. Yeah, who is buying and eating this shit up? Like, I cannot imagine people watching Dreamcast Guy and actually being his fan unironically. I cannot even fathom the mental illness. Oh my god. It's ridiculous just how delusional you'd have to be to, like, believe half of what this guy says. He literally just takes advantage of, like, mentally ill people and kids. Who else would be watching these videos? No, he's completely manipulating. Complete manipulator. Number 8. He lied about Dynasty Warriors 9. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors 9. Remember that game? That was a complete affront. It was a complete bastardization of that series that was once good. A game series that was once of quality. They turned it into a microtransaction-based, a rushed piece of garbage. They threw away everything that made the series good. They locked every character that used to be a main staple of the series behind fucking paywalls. This repetitive, monotonous bullshit open world wannabe game that's just a complete disgrace to not Dynasty Warriors in everywhere, and everybody hates this game. Okay, Jim Sterling in particular, yeah, reaped this game to the fucking coals. Dreamy thinks it's an 8 out of 10. He loved it. He adored it. He thought he was great. Yeah, not sponsored though. Not an early copy. Yeah, not a free copy in exchange for good price. No, he loves Dynasty Warriors 9. This game that's a complete dumpster fire. Yeah, he loves Dynasty Warriors 9. Oh, shit. Okay, I read this one ahead. I lied about the No Man's Sky. That was supposed to be... Oh, shit, no. Okay, I read it wrong. Okay, so he lied about getting an early copy of No Man's Sky. I guess that's different. Okay, he lied about getting an early copy. There's no way he got it. There's no way he got a copy as early as he says he did. He got it through... I think he said he got it through some fluke or something, or... I forget if it was that game or a different game that he claimed he got it early. No, that is... Or maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, I'll bring it up later. Okay, there's a whole thing with that. Number 10. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, here we go. This is what I meant to read. Okay, number 10. Lied about how he obtained his copy of No Man's Sky. So, No Man's Sky. Do you know how he got this mega, hyper, ultra early copy of No Man's Sky? He got it from some dude who works at a Walmart in a different state. Some dude at Walmart who lives in a completely different state is the reason that he got an early copy of No Man's Sky. Some guy from a Walmart in a completely different state, I guess, he randomly either got a hold of or they got a hold of him to say that I can provide you with a copy of No Man's Sky, or maybe it was a third-party seller. It might have been a third-party seller who got this game from Walmart early, I guess, from his employment at Walmart, which already is a fucking lie, because anytime that they ring up a game at a Walmart or a Target or anything like that, particularly Walmarts, they always, if it says it's not the street date yet, they put it in the back room. They don't let that shit leave the store. So the only way and if this Walmart employee were to have stolen this game, I guess would be the only way that this could probably happen. If they shoplifted this game, Walmart's super strict and super crazy about shoplifting. They have an insane security system. They'd be going through the security system, yelling and screaming at the employees to find out how or where or when this game got stolen. You would not have gotten away with that shit either. So there's no way that this happened already. But then the whole preposterous scenario of somebody sending DreamcastGuy some random copy of No Man's Sky that somehow came on the shelf like a month early and sending it to DreamcastGuy through the mail. Like, no, this is all bullshit. And again, like with that other game I mentioned, he played this game and reviewed it in its most uncompleted, unfinished state. Okay, this No Man's Sky that literally was just lie after lie. Just like Dreamcast lie. And he loved this game. He loved this lie bullshit of a fucking game that was so bad that the main developer of this game literally had to go into hiding after the game came out because people were so mad. They were so angry of how terrible, fucking awful this game was that, yeah, this guy couldn't even show his face. Yeah, you got it from an employee at Walmart. He says, yeah, get the fuck out of here, Dreamcast guy. You're an idiot. You're a complete idiot. Anyone who believes that is stupid. Number 11, oh yeah, I already said this. Okay, he lied about playing Cyberpunk. He claimed he beat it in 10 hours. Yeah, you did not beat this game in 10 hours. Get the fuck out of here. You didn't play this game properly before reviewing it, which is a very, very reoccurring theme with Dreamcast lie here. Number 12, he lies that he plays games. So he lies that he plays any of these games that he reviews in general, and I mean, cannot be proven any more so than the fact that he hides his trophies on his PlayStation Network account. Why else would he do that unless if it were to hide the fact that he doesn't play any of these games for a darn? Okay, because his trophy list would reveal this. Why else would he hide it? No, he doesn't play any of these games at all before reviewing them. He just wants to, he's desperate to have the first video out on YouTube. Push out the very first one, just say whatever bullshit that you have to. He has no respect or regard for any of his fans buying the stuff based off of his word. He's nothing but fucking lies. Number 13, he lied that he claimed he played through The Last of Us 2 twice for his review. Yeah, right, you played through this game twice. Yeah, you don't even play through these games even once. Yeah, you played through it twice before reviewing it. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm fucking sure you played through that game 2 times. Yeah, right. Number 14, he lied about talking to a PlayStation 5 beta tester. Oh, yeah, I forget the exact context of this one. It's been a while since I drew this list. Fuck, I don't remember the story with this one. I wouldn't have wrote it down if I hadn't seen something about it, though. He lied about talking to a PlayStation 5 beta tester. Must have been some shitty video of his, or maybe that one's actually well known. Actually, maybe that was the one. I think maybe Griffin Gaming might have covered that, if I'm not mistaken. I think that one might have been so bad that DreamcastGuy had to turn tail and apologize for it. I think that was actually that one. He actually did get called out for a bit because of how preposterous it was. I forget the exact. Fuck! I'm sad that I forgot that one. Okay, number 15. Oh, he lied about a random guy walking up to him at a convention and showing him the trailer for the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie early. Yeah, so. Oh my god, yeah, so this is a whole video where he talked about this too. So he got the early scoop on the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie because of some guy walked up to him at a convention who showed him some super early access, some footage that came from some guy who must have been working on the set or something, and saw some early premiere footage. You can look into this one for yourself. Again, it's just one of these cases of there's no fucking way on planet Earth this goddamn happened. It's just DreamcastGuy, again, trying to make it off like he's some kind of journalist. He gets the inside scoop on everything. He's always got the source. He's the Sherlock Holmes of YouTube news regurgitators. Yeah, give me a fucking break. Number 16, he lied about Anthem bricking consoles. Yeah, so there's this whole rumor out there that Anthem game was bricking people's consoles, when I think in actuality, I don't think it actually ever happened. It was just a rumor. But of course, DreamcastGuy, the guy who always gets the first scoop, yeah, he just goes off this baseless rumor and yeah, is freaking crying and screaming about how this game's bricking consoles, when yeah, we're pretty sure it almost never did. Or if it did actually do it, it might have been maybe just a couple of particular instances. I don't think it actually happened, but he was going on like it did because, again, he just, whatever bullshit he has to say to get a video out, he doesn't care if it's true or not. Okay, DreamcastGuy is not a credible source of information in any perceivable way in any world. Number 17, this is another one I don't remember. Fuck. He lied about getting an early copy of Bloodstained. Maybe he just reviewed the game. I think he might have just reviewed the game without even playing it at all. Maybe that was the story there, but he said he got an early copy when he didn't. Fuck, that's another one I forget. I gotta push these videos out quicker. I'm behind. I'm sorry about that. Number 18, he lied about Shenmue 3. Yeah, he gave Shenmue 3 a 7.5 out of 10 and was fairly positive about the game overall. Even though, as we all know, I mean, yeah, Shenmue 3 is a piece of donkey shit. Just a terrible, awful game. And how the fuck are you going to have 4 different pre-order bonuses in a goddamn game that was kickstarted to begin with? You got to leech your audience out of even more money because you have retailer exclusive pre-order bonuses now. You're not even entitled to the full game for having kickstarted our project. These scummy assholes. That alone, plus the fact that, yeah, the ending is a goddamn cliffhanger. And just that countless other complaints I can make with this godforsaken piece of shit game. No, he's 7.5 out of 10. Get out of here. Oh, number 19. He cried when his early Cyberpunk video got taken down. When, yeah, CD Projekt Red clearly stated that they didn't want early coverage. But DreamcastGuy just breaks the fucking rules because you gotta get that early video out before everybody else. You gotta be the first one. You gotta just be out there at the forefront. And of course, yeah, that ended up kind of blowing up in his face. Or, well, the video got taken down at least, and then he just was crying and crying. I think he even made some beg stream afterwards too, because he's got to make back the money he lost by not being able to have this Cyberpunk review on his channel. So I think there's even some beg stream too, where he's like crying and pissing about it. And now the game's a dumpster fire. One video later, after you gave it a 9 out of 10, give me a break. Number 20, he reviewed Paper Mario Origami King and only showed footage of the first 2 levels. Yeah, just he doesn't play these games. What is it gonna take to get this through your head? He doesn't play these games. Get out of here. Only shows footage of the first 2 levels. That's nothing. Number 21, he does not beat the games he reviews. He's even admitted it at times. He admits that he's only played 30 hours of Dragon Quest XI, which, yeah, how are you going to review a game if you don't beat it? What good is that review? It's a first impressions, if anything. It's not an actual review, though. That's just stupid. Number 22, he has to call every single one of his reviews brutal or totally honest. Because he's a liar. Okay, I'm going to tell you something right now. Anybody who's actually honest, anyone who's actually honest and whose word is actually worth a fuck, does not need to constantly push it into your head that the review is honest or brutally honest. It would just go without saying if you're somebody credible whose opinion was actually worth a fuck. Why does he need to constantly push it into your brain that these reviews are honest? I ask of you, okay, if your word is actually worth a fuck, you don't need to constantly push it into people's heads that you're honest. It would just be taken as being honest. He's a liar. He's a dishonest piece of shit. Number 23, he does not even edit out flubs and mistakes in his videos. Yeah, you're a full-time YouTuber. This is your only job. You're not a hobby channel. We expect quality out of your videos, but no, he'll just... There's one of his videos, there was literally a point where he flubs a line and he says it 3 different times, doing different takes. And he didn't even bother to leave it out at the end of the video because, of course, he knows that none of his fans, they're so cucked at this point that they'll just put up with anything he does or says because his Dreamcast guy, he's got to lock in on the game at this point. He can do no wrong in their eyes because that's how YouTube works. Again, it's just a bunch of adoring little Simpson children and, yeah, mentally questionable people that comprise the bulk of these comment sections or these fans of these YouTubers. Number 24, he does not know how to shave his face. Yeah, his face just... Oh, he's trying to grow a mustache or a beard and he can't. It's ridiculous. It's his terrifying thumbnails. Oh yeah, that leads into the next one. Number 25, his thumbnails are terrifying. Just terrible, disgusting faces. Looks of disgust, the look of happiness, enraged looks, oh god, you never seen anything so pathetic. Some of these thumbnails, seriously, he looks like a scarecrow. I don't know how to describe it. He's just... He doesn't have the face for YouTube. He doesn't have the voice for YouTube. And then he makes these ridiculous thumbnails. I don't understand the appeal of this guy at all. Number 26, he's a member of the Spawncast. Yeah, as if this guy wasn't a shady enough of a liar. Yeah, he's on the Spawncast with all those other shills and the Nintendo shills, the gaping mouth Nintendo Brigade, the OnlyFans misclick, the 50-year-old player essence who makes his living, gaping his mouth and crying about Pokemon in videos, and yeah, just these ridiculous human beings, on the Spawncast, who just all a bunch of e-beggars trying to chase each other's fan base, chase each other's fucking views and clicks. Number 27, he pretends he's broke and poor all of the time. Social Blade says differently. But beyond that, you literally have a shelf full of games in your background. You have every single Dreamcast game there is, in your own words, a complete Dreamcast collection, but he's broke. He can't afford a mattress to sleep on the floor on. He's always crying about how poor and broke he is, how he doesn't, he'll never have anything in life. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a goddamn liar. If you can't make money with 200,000 subs on YouTube, living in a house with 5 other people, then I think it's time that you got a real job, Dreamcast guy. I think it's time to hang up this YouTube thing of yours. Because it ain't working. It's not a sustainable business. Okay, if you can't make money off of that. With your views, your Patreon, your sponsors, which you definitely have. All the free shit that you get sent in the mail. Okay, yeah, because you have sponsors. Shut the fuck up, Dreamcast guy. Number 28. He has 200,000 subs and only 40 patrons. Yeah. What a joke, dude. I've seen channels with less than 1,000 subs get over 40 patrons. But Dreamcast guy here is, he has 40. Do you realize how pathetic that is for a channel his size? 40 patrons. Yeah. What a loser. What a loser. Number 29. He stands by this story, this phony story. He's said this multiple times now. This phony story of how he traded a Game Boy Advance SP along with 2 games for it in exchange for a binder of 100 loose Dreamcast games. I'm not convinced that actually, and that's how he developed the moniker Dreamcast guy. That's what inspired his love of the Dreamcast. Yeah, some kid really traded a Game Boy Advance. He wanted a Game Boy Advance SP with 2 games for it so bad that you traded 100 console games in exchange for little Game Boy Advance games. I mean, granted, this was when the Game Boy Advance SP was a relatively new system, but seriously, you'd have to be a complete idiot to do that. And then also, Dreamcast guy claimed that this happened when he was a child, and somehow many years later, as an adult, like 10 years later, he actually met up with this random stranger, this Dreamcast guy guru. He somehow managed to meet this guy in life again after he moved multiple times, after he was homeless, after this, that, every other thing. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, he says this story 2 different times, though. He stands by it. That's ridiculous. I don't buy it. Why should I buy it? Yeah, all this credibility of Dreamcast guy I have to run off of. Why would I believe anything in the world that this psycho, this nut job says? Number 30. His reviews are super lazily written and follow the same format, telling you basic shit you will do in the game in the corniest way. Yeah, it literally reads off like some high school assignment, some senior slide assignment that some senior in high school would write for their English class. I got to watch as I walked through the moons. I walked on top of the moons. Me, myself, I got to fly through space, shooting at aliens, picking up minerals, exchanging minerals for buildings. I got to watch as I got to see different planets in different ways. It's all the same exact format, the same fucking shit. It's just this lazy goddamn regurgitated bullshit. He says the same shit in every single review. He just goes on about things he's doing in the game. Like a 5-year-old could come up with this content. Like, look, Daddy, look what I did in the game. I just looked at the Pokemon and I zoomed in the camera onto a Pokemon and took a picture of it, Daddy. This is stuff that a 5-year-old can come up with. God, people will watch anything on YouTube, any regurgitated bullshit on YouTube and think it's entertainment. It's ridiculous. Frickin' ridiculous. Number 31, he has a fake voice that is imitating a popular, probably the biggest cyber shill tech guy, biggest tech shill on YouTube, Austin Evans. Look up a video of Austin Evans. Sounds a lot like Dreamcast guy, and it's even funnier too. If you look at Dreamcast guy's earliest, oldest videos, he does not talk the same. He does not talk anything like he does now with the Dreamcast guy. My name's Dreamcast guy, and I think Cyberpunk 2077 is a 9 out of 10. Yeah, he doesn't talk like that in the old videos at all. It's a completely fake voice. He somehow thinks that this voice is catchy, which I guess people now like it for some godforsaken reason. Yeah, back when he unveiled his No Man's Sky, when he first got pushed to the public in a big way, everybody made the fuck fun out of him. I was telling him what a dipshit he was or how annoying he sounded. Just roasting this guy like crazy. But, yeah, somehow this caught on. Oh my god. Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, look up this Austin Evans guy. He's literally copying him and just making it even more hammy, actually. Number 33, collected Dreamcast games when he was home. Oh, yeah, in his own words, he collected Dreamcast games as he was homeless and starving. But yet, he'd go to the game store looking for cheap Dreamcast games. Dreamcast Guy games. Homeless, starving. And this guy's even worse than Radical Reggie, honestly, because at least Reggie has a home. It's a shit home. It's shit maintained shit home, but it's a home. But Dreamcast Guy here was homeless, has no home, is starving, but he's still collecting Dreamcast games. And this Dreamcast binder that he's had ever since he was a kid that he traded a Game Boy Advance SP for. And all of his moments in life of being homeless and sleeping in abandoned homes and being starving and being cold, he never once gave up. He's had this Dreamcast binder his entire life. It stuck with him through everything. He never once sold those games in exchange for food, for clothing, for anything. To pay off whoever the fuck's couch he's sleeping on, give them any kind of reparations or thank you or anything. Supposedly he lived in an abandoned house and he got robbed of everything that he had in this abandoned house, but somehow they were kind enough to leave the Dreamcast game binder behind, the one thing that he actually had of value. No. You're full of shit. Yeah, I'm sure all of that happened. Also, yeah, you're literally like a crack addict. Yeah, these crack addicts who are homeless and starving and they don't have clothes. They don't have a warm jacket for winter. They don't have food in their pocket. They haven't eaten in days. But yeah, you got it. Whatever money you can get a hold of, whatever pennies you can find, you're spending it on your next hit of drugs. Dreamy, I don't feel bad for you. Okay, you're not a victim. You put all this bullshit onto yourself. Okay, because you can't get rid of your Dreamcast games. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, in the video that he revealed all of this information to, people say, you're an inspiration. I love you. You're so great, Dreamy. This was such an uplifting video. No, you're a fucking piece of shit. You're a dipshit. You're an idiot. This is not an uplifting story. Dreamcast Guy is not a role model. You're not presenting a positive message. Yeah, starve yourself to death so you can hold on to these Dreamcast games from your childhood. No! No. Stop that. Number 34, he worships Review Tech USA and kisses his ass, along with other YouTubers, of course. But yeah, back in the day, back when I shamefully watched Review Tech USA when I was young and stupid, I'd always see Dreamcast Guy just commenting on Review Tech USA's channel constantly and just kissing his ass. And he did this to all sorts of channels because he wanted the attention in the comments. He wanted people to click on his videos. And now I love Dreamcast Guy because I love Review Tech USA kind of thing. He just wanted all these associations with these YouTubers. Review Tech USA in particular, he would kiss his ass. I think he sees Review Tech USA as a very big inspiration for his own channel, just being paid to regurgitate news poorly and just constantly lying and deceiving people. I think he really values and admires Review Tech USA. He really, really, truly loves him. I really believe that. Number 35, yeah, he sleeps on the floor. Mattress be damned, straight hard floor. Claims he will never have enough money to buy one, which... yeah, God, your Patreon money alone could get you a mattress. You can, do people throw mattresses on the side of the road and say, please take for free? You can get a mattress, Dreamcast Guy. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? There's something wrong with this guy if he doesn't actually get a blow-up mattress. Get fucking anything, man. You can do this. Number 36, he has a disturbing cartoon caricature of himself. We see it in videos such as his top 10 must-play PSP games. He has this cartoon caricature, this cartoon of himself. That is so ridiculously ugly. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Number 37, he has a second disturbing cartoon caricature of himself, because all these YouTubers, they make the cartoon version of themselves, I guess, to try to market themselves. He has a second terrible one that's featured in his first PlayStation 5 reviews. First PlayStation 5 reviews are crazy, the good and the bad, which, yeah, you have any right to talk about PlayStation 5 coverage. So he made a complete fake-ass video about, yeah. So, yeah, getting this early PlayStation 5 coverage, yeah, where he just makes complete fucking lies about the system. I think that is the one that Griffin Gaming tore apart, I think. Number 38. Keep dreaming is a stupid catchphrase. Stupid and ridiculous. I don't know how this guy garners any level of a following. Anybody watching these videos for the first time who's not involved in gaming, who actually has a sense of grasp on reality, can tell you that DreamcastGuy is a fucking nut. He's a loser. He's a dipshit. Yeah, keep dreaming. It's so laugh-worthy. Number 39. Oh, I just wrote, shut up about playing Grand Theft Auto on your Darth Vader PSP. Yeah, remember how long? Yeah. Hey, what's up, gamers? It's DreamcastGuy here. I'm just playing some Grand Theft Auto on my Darth Vader PSP. Yeah. Oh my god, how many times did we have to listen to that bullshit at the end of his video? Shut the fuck up, DreamcastGuy. Oh, number 40, I just wrote, it's a dumpster fire. Yeah, quit saying that. It's so annoying. Oh, number 41, apparently, DreamcastGuy's streams that he does, it's so easy to rile this guy up and get him mad. He gets super pissy and butthurt in the stream super easily. It's so easy to rile this guy up and completely derail the stream 100% just by just from mild criticisms and just other stuff like that. Or apparently I was told, oh wait, I wrote this later. Okay, all right, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, but yeah, apparently he gets so butthurt, or he'll just get angry and switch the game in the stream if people say anything bad about the game. He's like, fine, I'll play a different fucking game. Or yeah, he's just a freaking crybaby. Number 42. Oh, on his Patreon page, and for his Patreon, where he on his YouTube welfare, he calls his patrons. He puts them into two categories: the cool kids, and if you pay even more money, the coolest kid in school. I'm going to tell you right now, anybody who gives DreamcastGuy money on Patreon is not the coolest kid at their school. And wouldn't that also imply that he thinks that he appeals exclusively to kids also? You're the coolest kid at school. Yeah, it's because you're a kitty chaser, just like all these other news regurgitators and gamers. These YouTube retro ad revenue gamers on YouTube. You all just appeal to little kids exclusively. Almost exclusively, or adults who have the minds of children as well. Number 43. Oh yeah, he wrote some dumbass tweets, and I quote, not to call anyone out, but I feel like the people getting views like that and pretending to be dirt broke all the time are just as bad with money or terrible liars. Look in the fucking mirror, dude. What the hell are you talking about? You're the guy who constantly talks about how you never have a penny to your name. You can't even afford a mattress on the ground as you're sitting behind a complete collection of Dreamcast games, however many other fucking games in your collection. You have, you go to bars when you have no money, or supposedly in your own words. You're homeless, starving. You won't give up the Dreamcast games. Who's bad with money? Who's spending their money on stupid shit? This guy that there's no way you're not making money, DreamcastGuy. You're just not. He's telling other people how to spend their money and telling other people they're bad with their money or doing questionable things for views and clicks. Get the fuck out of here. What is wrong with you, dude? You are the most insane hypocrite on planet Earth. You have no grasp of reality at all. Number 45, he made a cringy video about the announcement of Shenmue 1 and 2 HD. Yeah, he makes this video where I think he cried in the video. I think he cried about the announcement of Shenmue 1 and 2 being re-released on PS4. And he goes on about how happy he is. Killer Comedy, that 1316 Killer guy back in the day actually roasted this video very hard. Yeah, where DreamcastGuy's going on about, I could get a trophy, I could get a platinum trophy in Shenmue 1 and 2. Do you know what that would mean to me? And then he finishes the video off, I'm gonna go and give my girlfriend a big kiss because I'm so happy, I'm so jacked up and excited. Yeah, Shenmue, the announcement of Shenmue 1 and 2 remastered on PS4 really pumps this guy's nads, apparently. Yeah, get out of here. Number 46. His insanely stupid coverage of Sonic Forces. He covered the demo of this game and claimed, the game doesn't work, it's complete trash. He made a whole video talking about how broken and bullshit Sonic Forces was, how rushed and terrible this game was, and how he couldn't get through the level because of how broken it was, as he's showing footage of himself playing it. And this dipshit literally doesn't know how to use the homing button. He doesn't know how to use the homing jump. He's just running into shit. He's just running into enemies. And he doesn't know how to jump over them. He's like, you can't attack enemies. There's no way to attack enemies. Dude, there's a homing jump that is literally designed to lock on and attack enemies. This is the Sega guy. This is the guy who loves Sega, though. Who doesn't know how to use a homing jump, which was... Yeah, that was introduced in Sonic Adventure. You jump in the air, then you spin in the air, then you attack the enemy. Right? That was in the Dreamcast version. He literally can't use a homing jump. This idiot who's supposed to be super knowledgeable about games. Fuck, the guy who couldn't complete the tutorial of Cuphead is probably a better gamer than you are. And yeah, that one I think he even got called out a bit once or twice. It takes a lot for these YouTubers to get called out for their bullshit because of all the simping and all the politics and all that bullshit on YouTube. But what a dumb idiot. Number 47. He claimed Watch Mojo stole his top 10 list. And then he tried to turn his fans against Watch Mojo. And then he changed his story the next day claiming that he made a mistake. Yeah, Watch Mojo really gives a fuck about you. They stole your content, Dreamcast Guy. And then he tried to turn his audience against them. And then, of course, it blew up in his face. He took it back a day later. What a dipshit. What are we on? 48. Oh, I kind of went into this already. Okay, he has to assure you his reviews are brutally honest because he is a liar. Nobody who's honest has to constantly reassure you that they are telling the truth. It would go without saying, yeah. We'll do another number 48. I have a couple of extra stuff here. All of his reviews... Oh, fuck, I did this one too already. All of his reviews follow the same exact format. That's why we write extra stuff. Another one, number 48. Okay. He deletes comments. Yeah, he constantly deletes comments because he can't handle criticism. And yeah, not harassing comments, of course. Just people questioning him, calling him out, just not being in love with him, saying one thing they didn't like about the review, calling him out on shit that he can't defend himself. Yeah, he's always sweeping comment sections. That's how you know somebody is truthful or somebody's legit and not a liars when they have to clean up their comment section and delete and block comments. Yeah. Number 49, he lives in Texas and is pale as a ghost. Yeah, I mentioned this. Yeah, this guy literally never goes outside. His pasty, milky white skin. His skin looks like day-old, like 10-day-old milk. Oh, it's just disgusting. He looks like goddamn churned yogurt. Here's I'll do two more before we get to the big one. I forget what number I'm on. I'm sorry. This list is a lie. I lied to you guys. It's not 50 reasons. It's a lie. This one I guess I can't prove, so I wrote it as an extra. I can't prove this, but somebody told me this. I'm definitely willing to believe it. I couldn't find the footage for myself because I'm not watching multiple episodes of Spawncast to find it, but a viewer of mine told me that they left a comment in the Spawncast accusing DreamcastGuy of having a fake voice. And DreamcastGuy responded to it, and he got super offended. He just had this total Susan Karen moment, where you look so concerned and sad, like you never seen him so down and sad. He said, "What? Yeah, what? No, my voice isn't fake. My voice isn't fake." He says, and he got really offended and just he got so wide eyed and just quite. She's like, "How could anyone say that about me?" He got super offended. And apparently for the next 40 minutes in the Spawncast, he was visibly depressed and upset. He was so upset and down in the dumps and sad. He just looked so miserable and sad. Like he looked like somebody just killed his puppy or something. He was just so down and upset because somebody accused him of having a fake voice, which yeah, he definitely does. Because nobody talks like that. One more bit before we get to the finale. So I guess I can't prove this is a lie, but considering this is DreamcastGuy, I'm definitely going to go out on a limb and say that this is not true. He claims he was in a gun hostage situation back when he worked at a GameStop. And also, it's funny, too, for somebody who's never had a penny to their name and who was homeless for however long, DreamcastGuy always brings up past employment experiences at all sorts of different retail stores and shops and everything else. He seems to have a lot of prior work experience for somebody who's never had a cent to his name, but also, yeah, he was in a holdup at GameStop as he was working there where somebody came with a gun and yeah, basically shook them down for all their money and said it was a super traumatic experience, and he got so personally offended that he had to make a news story for money about it on YouTube, going on about how GameStop, one of their stores, had a hostage situation basically, and they were really rude to the employees and made them come into work the next day and just did not give a shit about him, which is bad. That is fucked, yeah. But also, DreamcastGuy, yeah, pretending to get so emotionally invested and upset about this. I don't fucking buy it. I don't buy one word that comes out of this liar's mouth. He's a habitual liar. I don't believe it, DreamcastGuy. I don't believe a word you say. You're full of shit. This did not happen. And as for the finale, he doesn't talk about Dreamcast games. Yeah, I personally don't think that's all that bad of a criticism, but everybody always says that about him. He doesn't talk about Dreamcast games, and his name is DreamcastGuy. I think that's kind of a reach. I don't know. It's just a username, you know what I mean? But I guess it is kind of funny that he does, I guess, almost never talk about Dreamcast games, though, for somebody who's supposed to be the biggest Dreamcast guy or the biggest Dreamcast guru, nuts, knowledgeable guy about Dreamcast games. He, yeah, literally never talks about them, never makes videos about them. He probably, if I typed in DreamcastGuy, Dreamcast games on the YouTube search bar, I bet there'd be less than 5 videos that even discuss Dreamcast. He's just a news regurgitator, so I figured I'd have to throw that in because it's the big popular complaint or whatever about DreamcastGuy. But yeah, you guys, I'll finish this video off by saying, I'm just playing some God of War. I'm just playing some God of War on my PSP. No. Oh my god, fuck DreamcastGuy. Such a liar, such an idiot. He's such a dumbass. Just this pathetic leech of a human being. Yeah, just a freaking joke. I cannot think of a bigger joke than DreamcastGuy. He's such a joke. He's even more of a... He might even be more of a joke than Radical Reggie is, honestly. Well, actually, I guess those two could go tit for tat on that one, but... He's pretty goddamn bad. He's in that range. He's in that level of just pathetic, I guess. Ridiculous human beings. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.